Hello, everybody. Today I'm talking about Mars in Virgo from 5th of September to 21st of October. Mars is having a long combustion. It is getting closer and closer to the sun and getting burnt out. So, this can be quite an aggravating transit. How to approach it? Let us explore. Hello, I'm Komilla Sutton, and we are talking Mars in Virgo and its combustion. Do remember to subscribe. A lot of things are happening September, October, so you don't want to miss out. So, what about Mars? Mars is going to go into Virgo. And it will be there. Usually, Mars is there for about 1.5 months. So, Mars will be in Virgo from 5th of September to 21st of October. During this time, Mars is going to join Mercury, but not in a conjunction. It is just going to be at a distance in September. But in October, when Mercury turns retrograde, then there is going to be a major conjunction of Mars, Mercury, and the Sun. So everything joins together on 9th of October. So that is when Mars is at its most combust. So what is combustion, firstly? Combustion is when the planets go close to the sun. And what happens is that then we cannot see them with the naked eye. They disappear from the naked eye. So if you go out at the night sky, you will not be able to see Mars. They go behind the planet sun, and they kind of get a lot of energy because sun is hot and heated, and when they go close to the sun, they get burnt up. They are overcharged. So sometimes, the overcharging can bring anger issues, frustration, bitterness, or arguments, discussions. So they can easily get out of control. Or we can get burnt out, impulsive behavior, all those things. But this happens every year. So it is not an unusual aspect. Every year, the sun, you can think it's like sun is going to give its energy to Mars. So that few days, especially around the 9th of October, we have to be careful. And because Mercury is also there. So Mercury is fully combust, Mars is combust, and Sun is taking all their energy. He's giving it also, but you don't recognize that. You have to think that your energy is at a low point, and especially if you are Aries or Scorpio, because he's your Lagna Lord or Moon Lord. But others also will feel that energy as well. Mars has a long combustion. It will remain combust up to 28th of November. However, what happens after 9th of October is that the sun, who's a faster moving planet than Mars, starts slowly moving away from Mars, and it will, no longer be interested in combusting, and soon Mars will be visible in the sky after 28th of November. So this long combustion means that we should have some preparation for it, and to know that this combustion takes place, and especially the crescendo of the combustion is on 9th of October, so a few days before and after, to be extra vigilant and conscious of activity around that time. Actually, September is a relatively easier energy. Now, Mars is not so negative in Virgo, although it is its enemy sign. What happens is when you look at Mars exact exaltation, Mars will get exalted at 28 degrees of Capricorn. And that pada or the Navamsha that it gets exalted is Virgo. So Mars in Virgo normally will give a lot of strategic mind and analytical and strategic. And you'll see many commanders in chief or presidents or people in power will have Mars in Virgo, because it is not just about fighting something or doing things. It's also organizing, managing, organizing. So one of the things with Mars in Virgo, before it gets too combust, is we can think about organizing things, planning things, not rushing into anything, because Virgo gives this great analytical skill, and we should use it. And that is something that Mars likes, and he is able to enjoy that energy. But there is the combustion that is happening, but it's slow and it's a long combustion. So it is something that because the Sun, Mars don't separate so quickly, we need to be aware. As I said, the crescendo is going to be in October 9th. So that day is to watch out for. So how does it affect you? So we are looking at your moon sign as well as your ascendant. Aries, Mars is your Lagna Lord, Moon Lord. So this is an important transit for you. It is transiting in the 6th house of obstacles and challenges, and it is getting combust. So that means that you are already thinking about slowing down the pace of life, doing some rest, relaxation. I know that is not a natural quality you like to do, always on the go, but analyze yourself, slow down. Also, sometimes you feel that you are stuck in situations, and a good thing at this stage to do is some karma yoga, selfless service, giving back to society, doing something for others. That may be a good remedy for you to do. Taurus, Mars is in your 5th house, connected to children, ideas, creativity. So Mars can give some very good strategic ideas for you to plan and organize. However, it can cause some disputes with children. It can also make you feel that they are a handful, they've got a lot of energy. Usually, always with Mars, one has to find a way to, focus and sport or something, because the energy needs to be used up. Mars in your chart rules relationships. So, your partners are a little bit exhausted, so they may need a break. Gemini, Mars is not the best planet for you. And while in September, Mars comes into Virgo, doesn't really go near Mercury. It is in October, and especially around 9th of October, when Mars-Mercury conjunction takes place and Sun is also there, that you need to keep an eye out. And especially a few days before, that is more irritable. As once the conjunction is over, you also will move on, but that is quite a volatile period. And it's good not to travel around those dates, around 9th of October, if you can avoid it, and keep calm and don't give in to impulsive behavior or anger issues. That would be the best thing to do. Even if you face something, don't aggravate it. Just move back and say, okay, I'll sort it out later. Cancer, Mars is one of your best planets. He's in Virgo, he's in the 3rd house. So it's about self-effort, action. I would say that he's encouraging you to take certain actions, and that is perfectly all right. Only thing, as I've said, that 9th of October is to watch out for. But this should be quite a okay transit for you, nothing to be worried about. Leo, Mars is a great planet for you. It's transiting your 2nd house of money, and Mercury is going to be there. Sun, Lagna Lord, is going to be there. So the emphasis is on your savings. 2nd house is Dhana Bhava. And dhan is wealth, but it's also savings. And so all these 3 planets are interested in wealth and improving your money situation. And Mercury is also exalted there. However, I would say that when the Mars-Sun-Mercury conjunction takes place, that is not the time to make any major decisions, either to spend your wealth or to save it. If whatever is happening is fine, then later on you can decide, or earlier on, like in September, you can make any decisions. Virgo, Mars coming into Virgo is, a lot of energy has suddenly come into your ascendant or moon. So, what to do about it? Now, Mars in your chart rules the third house and it also rules the eighth house. So, it can bring some unexpected energy for you. And generally, through this first part of this period, Mercury is in dignity and it is going to give you a very strong sense of being and what to do. Whereas more in October, when Sun and Mars and Mercury all get together, I would say definitely you should flag the 9th of October and 8th also, when these energies, even 10th of October, these are important times to be careful about it. And also think about how are you going to use Mars energy, not through argument and, discussion, but it is more towards doing something active, keeping yourself busy, and rather not to aggravate the situation. Libra, Mars is in your 12th house. So 12th house is not the best place, especially it can lead to expenses and wasteful energy. However, for the first part of Mars transit, Venus, your Lagna Lord, Moon Lord, is very well placed. So you are quite able to handle. When your ascendant ruler is well placed or your moon ruler is well placed, you're able to handle the other situations. But I think that, 3 planets in your 12th house just to be very tight on your expenses, and that would help you in the long run. Scorpio, Virgo is your 11th house. 11th house is house of profit and earnings. And so I would say this is not a bad transit for you. Only thing is the combustion of Mars. That means that you are getting slowly burnt out. So you have to pace yourself and don't try to overdo things, and especially in October. But the transit is starting in September 5th. So you think, okay, by October, this is going to get very exhausting. So let me pace myself from now. Also, financial aspects, earnings is very important for you at this stage, because the 11th house ruler, Mercury, your 10th house ruler, Sun, and Mars all placed there. So usually 11th house transit is very positive. So make the most of it while you are trying to find slower your pace. Sagittarius, Mars in Virgo is in your 10th house. This is an excellent transit for you. And Sun will also come into the 10th house. Mercury is also in that. It's all about profession and working and profession. And enjoy it, use it. You'll have a lot of energy to do things, a lot of opportunities coming your way. I would say the most important time is that Mars, Sun, Mercury conjunction in October. Mercury rules your career, so they can be overdoing things. So especially as you are going into October, you're slowing down, taking care, and not rushing into anything. But you can be quite dominating and organization. Mars in Virgo is about management and organization and planning. So that is what you should use this energy for. Capricorn, Virgo is your 9th house. So Mars is not the best planet for you, but it's going in Virgo. It is going to be with Mercury and the Sun. And Sun also is a more complex planet for you as it rules your 8th house. So I would say that, 9th house energy, if you feel aggressive towards your mentors or gurus or father, that can be some aspect that can come up. But Mercury is also there. Mercury is in dignity. Most of September, it's very strong. It is only October when everything comes together by 9th of October that things are heating up. And in that area of your chart, you're being extra cautious. Aquarius, Mars is in your 8th house. Virgo is not the best area for you always when transits are taking place. 8th house is unexpected surprises, things that happen unexpectedly, we don't have control over. There's some karmic aspect, past life aspect. So there are 3 planets there. As soon as Mars goes into Virgo, Mercury is already there, and then Sun joins on 15th of September. So you are being cautious and careful, and not rocking your boat. Pisces, Mars is in your 7th house of relationships. And Mars is a great planet for Pisces, but Sun, Mercury, Mars, too much energy in the 7th house. So partners can be awkward. You may feel the desire to have some arguments with them while Mars is going there. So always with Mars, Mars is a fire element planet. So what you have to decide is how you're going to use that fire energy. So always to contain it, not to allow it to burn and overdo. So prioritize any discussions, arguments you want to do, not everything necessary, important. And then especially watch out for October 9th. And your partners themselves can be exhausted or burnt out. So they also can be more irritable than normal. So keep that in mind. So that is it for today. Do remember to leave some comments as well, because I like hearing what you have to say, and any new ideas about what you want me to cover, as well as any study videos you want me to make. I would greatly appreciate that. Thank you very much. Do remember to subscribe as well.